Hey everybody, welcome back to Madden NFL 21. The season has concluded. This is the first video of the following season, 2023. The 2023 season is on the horizon as we're getting ready for the NFL draft here for 2023. This time, I did download a draft class, by the way. So, there is a draft class that we will be picking from. So we do have players that people made, actual players like Trevor Lawrence is in there, as well as Justin Fields, and all the players going into the draft this coming season are in this. But first, before we do that, Brandon's going to join me. He won't be in the party right away, but he's going to try to join and at least do his picks. He'll get in the party in a little while, I'm assuming. I don't know if Chris is going to jump in during it or not. I can tell him the draft is underway. But first things first, we're going to view the playoff bracket. And if you look at the top, you can see, I guess he did join sooner than I thought. But as you see at the top, the Chargers made it all the way to the Super Bowl after defeating me in the wild card round and beat Chris in the Super Bowl. He was like, I knew he was facing them because he texted me saying, and guess who I got in the Super Bowl? And I'm like, Chargers, because I was talking about how they're a tough team. They beat me twice this past season. They beat me in regular season. They killed me in regular season, like 38-17 or something. And then ended up beating me in the playoffs, even though I had them beat, and I just kept throwing, I had the opportunities, blown opportunities, and they ended up going ahead afterwards and winning on a last-second field goal. Almost had them beat, should have had them beat, but lost with 1 second left on the clock. They ended up going to the Super Bowl, and Chris was like, guess who I got? The Chargers. Or guess who I got? And I'm like, Chargers. And he's like, yup. And I'm like, well, good luck with that. They beat me twice this season, blah, blah, blah. And then he texted me a little after that saying, and I lost. Damn, Chargers are tough. So, Chargers with the win in the Super Bowl, as you see, I got taken out by the Chargers here in the first round, 20-17. Steelers win round one, or wild card, 19-14 over the Raiders. 21-10 victory, the Browns over the Bengals in the third and final wild card game. And then the following round, the Chargers defeated the number 1 seed New England Patriots, who had the bye in the wild card, come in after a week off and get demolished by the Chargers, who just defeated me. Down here, the Browns defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers 35-13. And the AFC Championship game was the Cleveland Browns and the LA Chargers. Chargers winning 21-18, 3-point victory again for the Chargers as they advance to the Super Bowl. So the other side of the bracket, we have a very high-scoring, close game, Green Bay Packers, number 1 seed from a year ago. We're number 2 seed this time around with a division victory once again over the Bears once again, who was my team last season. Had the second best record in the NFC and still had a wild card spot and on the road nonetheless last season. But this season, the Packers beat the Seahawks 38-35 in the wild card. Chris ended up beating my old team, the Chicago Bears, 20-14 to advance to the divisional round. And down here we have, so Chris's new team, well, new team last season. He's got another new team, but he switched teams again. The 49ers, his new team, defeated my old team here. And then the Saints defeated Chris's old team, the Eagles from season 1, from back in 2021 season. Wait. Yeah, that was 2021 season? Wait a minute, I'm confused. Because I thought that was 2022. Was 2020 the season that I played? Oh, it was. Yeah, 2021 season. Chris was the Eagles. It's throwing me off because it's and Madden 21, so I'm like, how did we play 2020 season? I forgot we're a year. The year in the Madden year is a year ahead of the actual season. Threw me off for a bit. Sorry. So the divisional round over here, the Dallas Cowboys, who were dominant all season, had the best record in the NFL, if I'm not mistaken, had the number 1 seed. Both number 1 seeds going down in the first game for them in the divisional round. Saints beating them 37-27. And keep in mind, after my round exit, after losing 20-17 here, I didn't see the rest of this. I only knew what was happening with Chris's side. I didn't know my side until Chris said he had in the Super Bowl. Well, that's a lie. I did know the Chargers were winning because I had to come in and advance it after that. But then I put myself on autopilot so Chris can just keep playing. So I missed these two. I didn't see till now. But the Saints defeated the Dallas Cowboys. Down here, Chris destroyed the Green Bay Packers 30-17 to advance to the NFC Championship game, where he made it last season with the Eagles. In 2021, made it this far with the Eagles, but lost to my Chicago Bears in 2021. Here in 2022, he's the only one still going, as I lost again. Once again, I lost in the wild card round, since I'm on this side of the bracket, now on the AFC side with the Tennessee Titans. Chris is 1 win away from the Super Bowl, once again for the second year in a row. This time, he does make the Super Bowl, beating the New Orleans Saints 26-10, and advancing to the Super Bowl against I almost about to say the San Diego Chargers. The Los Angeles Chargers, where Chris comes up short, gets 1 round farther than last year, made it to the Super Bowl, but came up 1 win shy of winning the Super Bowl this season. There's always another season coming. Brandon is going to join us again for the following season. So, hopefully he'll be able to play all the games this year. He's been busy, and then Chris wanted to keep advancing. He's going to be on vacation, so hopefully he can play a lot more. But either way, the Chargers defeated Chris's 49ers 17-7. So not only did the Chargers beat me twice, they went on to the Super Bowl and beat Chris as well. So that's how that looked. Now, before we move on, also, Chris already switched his team. He is now going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here for 2023. Brandon's going to stay the Chiefs. I'm staying the Titans probably from here on out. So the final standings from each division. Yeah, Cowboys best team in the entire NFL by a lot. Jesus. Alright, AFC North, Bengals, Browns, Steelers all made the playoffs there. You kind of saw these already because I showed these. I'll do this quick because I showed all the standings at the end of the regular season. They're not going to change throughout the playoffs, so we'll just quickly go through it since this is kind of a season recap and the start of 2023. Mostly just wanted to show at least me, my team, Chris's team, and Brandon's team. I wanted to at least show the schedules and the results from each game before we move on. That's not it. What am I doing? Schedule. Playoff schedule. No, team schedule is what I want. Alright, so preseason. The only game I actually played in preseason right here was I won 19-7 because I ended up facing my old team, so I had to do it. I'll probably end up playing one preseason game again. I usually like to do one preseason game. Chris is going to play all 4, so either I play the first one and then put myself on autopilot so Chris can just keep playing through the preseason. Or, I could put myself on autopilot until the last week. Whatever. I'm going to look at the schedule first. I got to see what the schedule is. If I'm not mistaken, though, I should be facing Chris this season with the Buccaneers. I believe that's the NFC division I am going to be facing. So, I believe I will be playing Chris this season on Madden in 2023 season here. I should be facing Chris. But yeah, I ended up facing... I wanted to play that... I usually like to play one preseason game after the draft to try out some players and stuff. And seeing that I was facing the Bears after just leaving them, I had to do it. So I ended up beating them, but it was a good game. And then I obviously simulated the rest. So that was my preseason schedule. Here was the regular season, how my regular season went down. We lost to the Cowboys in week 1, and a game I was very upset about because I felt like I dominated that game and somehow still lost. I felt like I won by a lot. Or felt like I should have won that game and couldn't pull it off. Jaguars, man, I don't know where that 54-0 game came from, but with domination and a half right there, all to lose to the Chargers 38-10. There's the first game we were talking about. And then I beat Brandon 62-0. So 2 losses with 2 dominating wins, with one like humiliating loss in there, and another humiliating loss. This one was just flat out embarrassing loss though. So a really weird first 4 games, and then we had an early bye week, and then we won 4 games or 5 games in a row really, but 4 in a row after the bye week. 31-14 win over the Washington football team. And then 27-21 over the Texans, a division game. 20-13 victory over the New York Giants. And then a 24-21 victory over the Baltimore Ravens. And then we lost to the Jaguars 20-10. Yeah, I didn't see that one coming either. That one was like, really? What just happened here? I couldn't believe how good the Jaguars played against me. That was very, very strange. We ended up beating the Colts 26-7, big division game and division win. Lost to Chris's old team, the Eagles. I beat the Eagles in the previous season with the Bears when it was me versus Chris. This season, me moving to the Titans, it was still me facing the Eagles, but Chris was not on the Eagles this past season, since this is technically part of 2023 now. 2022, he was with the San Francisco 49ers. And 31-7 over the Eagles. I lost to the Eagles 31-7. It was embarrassing too. So all my losses were really just really bad. I don't know what happened. Beat the Raiders 20-10. And then lost to the Broncos at home 17-10. Won the final 3 games. What a game against the Buffalo Bills, though. 21-20 victory over the Bills. Beat the Texans 41-7. Beat the Colts 13-7. So we swept the Colts and the Texans. Split the Jaguars 1-1 in the division. And like I said, the Chargers, just remember that game because we go to the playoffs now. And we lost to the Chargers yet again. A lot closer this time, but still lost 20-17 in the final seconds. That was the last game of my season in the wild card round. So we move on to Brandon's team. We don't have to show too much here because Brandon didn't... What the hell just happened? Oh, because I'm on postseason. I was going to say. Alright, well, preseason, he didn't play any. So that was his preseason. Regular season, he only played the first really half. And just wasn't figuring too much out. But he got something going later on. So, yeah, I don't even have to read the scores. I wouldn't want to do that to him. That was bad. But he did figure something out here, 49-17. He did lose this game, but then after that, they've all been simmed. So he played first half of the game, or first half of the season, and then we simmed the rest of it. He was busy and couldn't get to it. Plus, he said if we wanted to keep playing, we could sim it if we wanted because he was pretty much out of it anyway. So that's how his season went. Obviously, no postseason with that schedule look, as you see there. So we go to preseason. I believe Chris played all his preseason games. He did. He lost to the Rams 23-13, lost to the Patriots 31-17, beat the Broncos 20-17, and beat the Chargers. Wow, he beat the Chargers in preseason though, 37-6. We go to the regular season. He started off with what's going on? He beat the Chiefs, beat Brandon right off the bat 34-3. Lost to the Rams 24-7. Lost to the Seahawks 21-14. Lost to the Cardinals 21-10. Before the bye, he was 1-3 heading into the bye week. And he had a season like me. I was 1-3 in my first 4 games in 2021 with the Bears. I remember that. And look at all of a sudden, Cardinals 27-14 win, 32-29 over the Seahawks, 23-20 over the Buccaneers. He beat the team he's going on to now. 27-24 over the Rams, 32-17 over the Broncos, 28-14 over the Saints, 41-35 over the Falcons, 40-18 over the Panthers, 49-28 over my old team, the Bears, and 28-21 over the Raiders, before losing to his previous team before that, 21-27, losing to his old team. So he played his old team in the regular season. I played my old team in preseason. He beat the Chargers in regular season. He beat the Chargers. I lost to them all last season. That was brutal. And I can't remember if I played them in season 1 or not. I'm actually looking right now. I'm curious which team I played in the crossover. No, I played the AFC North with the Steelers, Browns, Ravens, and all that. I played that division, so I did not play the Chargers in the first season. Or actually, wait a minute, I might have in the postseason. No, because I was in the NFC. Duh. So no Chargers in the first season, but man, they beat me both times last season. Now, this season here, Chris beat them in preseason. Actually beat them because he played that game. He beat them at the end of the regular season, 24-10. We move on to the postseason, or he's actually got games in the postseason besides just one. Beating my old team, the Bears, once again. He beat them in the regular season, beat them again 20-14 in the wild card round. 30-7 over the Packers in the divisional round. Conference championship, 26-10 win over the Saints, and lost the Super Bowl 17-7 against the Chargers, a team he beat in the preseason, beat in the regular season, and lost to him in the Super Bowl. I don't know if he noticed that himself or not, but I know the feeling because that happened to me before. That kind of stuff happens more than you think. It's very easy for that to happen. So that's pretty much it of all I wanted to cover. And, yeah, so it looks like league history. See, I want to see this. How does this work? What? Why can't I view this? Oh, I think they added that, but it must not started yet. Because I think you can view history of the Super Bowl, like the Super Bowls, but this doesn't show anything. I can't even go back to 2021, but I think they said if the new season starts, it'll start after like if the season was already started, it won't start until the following season or something. So we'll see what happens if it notices something last. I don't know. But as you see at the top there, Super Bowl 57, 17-7 Chargers win. So 2021 season belonged to the Chicago Bears. Me and the Chicago Bears. 2022 season belongs to the LA Chargers. Who is 2023 going to go to? as we kick off 2023 with the NFL Draft. As we're ready to advance, let's go and move on. Oh, here we go. Oh, now it tells you. Look at that. It does tell you in the. All right, that's cool. Screenshot that. So there's your stats from the 2022 season recap. And remember, I lost Derrick Henry early in the season also, so that didn't help matters. Thank God I did draft a decent running back in the last year. I did it because I wanted an extra running back just in case something happened. And I'm glad I did it because it ended up paying off very, very, very well. All right, here's some retirements. I know Brandon's there. I've been talking to my stream. But here, I'm looking at the retirements now. And we'll be on to the draft here in a second. Let's see. Let's see who we have retiring. Malcolm Jenkins. Let's see. Steven Gostkowski retires after 17 years. A.J. McCarron. Already? Case Keenum retiring. Pouncey is retiring. Vance McDonald. Mitchell Schwartz. Mason Crosby. Tom Brady is retiring after 23 years. You saw it here, folks. Even the game says get the hell out of here. And the funny thing is, that's the team Chris just went to. Because he was saying, I'm going to the only team with the GOAT. And he's retired! He retired! Oh, wait till Chris finds out Tom Brady's not quarterback, and that'll be funny. I don't know if Brandon heard me or not, but that's kind of funny, though. Oh, that's great. Screenshot. I can't wait to see that for real. Richard Sherman retiring. Jared Cook. A.J. Green is retiring. Mark Ingram after 12 years. Bruce Irvin. Marquise Goodwin. Oh, man, that's too funny. Adrian Claiborne retires after 12 years. Who's anybody after a lot of years, or like a very little amount of years? I think A.J. McCarron was the shortest year span for retirement this year. 23 years, Tom Brady, and he's still going in real life. Like, come on now. Of course, we're going to the 2023 season, so we're actually a couple years ahead of now. But still. Oh, he's 9 years. Well, remember, Wesley Straight retired after 1 year, if you remember. So, that's kind of funny, though. That's kind of funny. I wonder how long he's going to realize before it's not Tom Brady that he just retired. Do we have? That's another thing. I wonder, do we have a relocation team yet? We're going on to the third season. I remember one time, I think it was the third season when the first reload. Brandon heard me. That. Oh man, that's too funny. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the first team that relocates, because I want to see how that works. But that is funny. Because, and I'm laughing because, let me look at this. I don't me look at this message real quick because I think that's why I'm laughing. Where is it? Oh, I said which team? He goes, I'm switching teams though. I said which team you moving to? And he said the only team with the GOAT. I'll give you a hint. They clapped Patrick Mahomes' cheeks the last real Super Bowl. And I'm like, oh no, not the Bucs. But he's going to the only team with the GOAT who's not there anymore. I mean, I was shocked. And actually, come to think of it, with the Packers, I remember at the end of the last season, end of 2021 here, Aaron Rodgers retired. And the Packers still got the number 2 seed. I did not notice who was the quarterback for that team. But they still got number 2 seed this past season here in 2022, or at least back in 2022. I got to keep saying back in 2022 because technically this is going to be the first video of 2023. Oh, that is funny. All right. Stage 1. Well, we got to go through these stages first here. That's funny. Tom Brady retired. That is funny. That is fun. See, you know why? Because they did, he can't do nothing in the game, just like he really can't as much in real life anymore. But yet somehow still manages to get there. I don't know how, but Madden doesn't lie that bad when they go 2-12 or 2-14 or whatever the heck they were. I should have looked at the record before I did anything. Can I still? Yes, I can. What did they finish? Because I'm very, very curious. I should have shared my screen so Brandon could have watched it instead. Watch what I'm doing. I'll still do it anyway, just in case he does it. Whoops. I just looked through the standings too, and I forgot what it was. Yeah, 4-12. Sorry, they were 4-12, and they didn't make the playoffs the season before either. They did not make the playoffs once with this so-called GOAT on their team, even in Madden. So, just saying. What was the point of even going to stage? What? I don't remember the stages last. Scout players. Do I have more? Well, do I really need to anymore? I mean, look at all the ones I got scouted already. I don't need a quarterback. I might grab a quarterback, but I'm not gonna. I was thinking about grabbing a backup, just in case Tannehill gets hurt. But do I want to grab that soon to get a good quarterback like Lawrence or something? I'm not sure if I want to do that. That's the problem I'm having, because they'll probably be gone in the first round, and I don't think I wanted to get a quarterback first. So, I don't know what to do. I don't really need a running back. I grabbed a good running back last season, I remember. So, I don't really need one of them. However, I think I still need some defense. Or some offensive line, because, man, them defenses got to me pretty quick sometimes. I didn't even get a chance to look to see where to throw the ball before I'm going down. Oh, God. Okay. Stage 3. Oh, we're in the free agency group. That's what. Well, big decision. 5th year options. Which players are in your long-term plans? Isaiah Wilson. It's funny because they actually just got rid of him on the Titans this year. I don't. Yeah, why not? Alright, you do that, coach. Free agency 2. Oh. Oh my god, I got more points? What do you get points each skipping? Like what? Oof, I got a lot of players scouted. Oh my god. I don't even have to do this really, I mean. Of course it doesn't hurt. Just get the players scouted so I know what they're doing. 'Cause I mean, a lot of these ones might be gone by the time I get there anyway, but you never know. What happens if I hit my team? Oh. Hopefully, yeah, I should have Henry back, so that's good. Alright, I believe the draft is coming right now, so the draft will be starting when I hit Force Advance. As you see at the top, Sim 2 Draft. The NFL Draft is across the top bar. Force Advance to the draft. Welcome to the 2023 NFL Draft. Well, not this very second. I gotta hit Start Draft first. I'm jumping the gun. Why does that say NFL now? It says quarterback Tom Brady, but it's not going to be anymore. But why doesn't it have his Tampa Bay logo there anymore? Weird. Okay. Start the NFL draft. Start drafting. I know I got a...
Dolphins are now on the clock.
Oh yeah, you can skip ahead in the draft if you wanted to. The first couple rounds I might let go, but once we get to the 5th, 6th, and 7th rounds, I might skip ahead to the next user pick or whatever. But I like letting at least the first couple.
The Vikings are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock.
Brandon is on the top bar, a few picks away. I don't know if you can still hear me. I'm guessing he left it on so he can hear me.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
This is Chris's team. If I don't know if he's going to jump in at some point, but right now the AI is picking for him. Chris's team is going to get who? I didn't watch the picks.
The Texans are now on the clock.
I didn't see the... Oh, well, speaking of, I got to look through and see who I'm going to pick here. Duh! Let's do that real quick. I got to start preparing myself. Whoa. Oh, somebody... Yeah, I was going to say...
Falcons are now on the clock.
Trevor Lawrence is gone. I knew that wasn't going to take long. Mac Jones. Huh. How did I didn't scout him? Oh. Yeah.
Jaguars are now on the clock.
You are 2 picks away, Brandon. 2 picks away.
The Rams are now on the clock.
1 pick away. You are next. Brandon, you are next. I shouldn't have to text you. I think you're listening if you heard that before, but I said next anyway, just in case.
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Like I said, I got a while. Well, if the whole 2 minutes goes out, then I know he wasn't there to do it. But he should be there. Should be there. Devontae Smith. That's who I want to get. Right there. That's who I want first. Devontae Smith. Even though he's got better ratings. I don't know. Brandito.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
I don't know if he picked that or not, but I'm hoping Devontae Smith is there when I go to draft.
The Giants are now on the clock.
Dylan Moses.
The Panthers are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock.
A lot of freaking Alabama players, man. Always at the top. Always one of the best players.
The Bills are now on the clock.
I could definitely use another receiver, though, because mine always drop the ball. I need better receivers on my team. I can't take it anymore.
The Ravens are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock.
Stop. Wait, no. I want Moses. Wait, what? No! Did somebody pick him on me?
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
I think somebody picked him. My Titans are coming up. I didn't pay attention. That better not be what Brandon took. see.
The Bears are now on the clock.
I thought you could see who was drafted.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
I'm coming up here. Oh my God, all my players I was going to pick are gone. Jesus. That's the best receiver. That's the only receiver I have left.
Bengals are now on the
Oh my God. I still got Bengals and Raiders before me. Hopefully they don't take Terrence Marshall here. Let me get a receiver. Is that the best receiver there is right now?
The
It
Raiders
is.
are now on the clock.
It is the best receiver. I got 9 active. Ugh. I mean, maybe I don't need one, but I want one. Left guard, I should work on too. Huh.
The Titans are now on the clock.
And here I am. I'm doing it. Picking Terrence Marshall Jr. Let's go.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
24. It's not that much of a reach. Why are you wearing number 11, dude? That's AJ Brown's number.
The Packers are now on the
Oh,
clock.
I just thought. I think it would have told me if there's a relocation already, right? Unless they relocate after the draft. I don't know. I forgot when it happened that one time to me. I don't remember what happened for that, but
The Patriots are now on the clock.
I should get a beer. Is my draft board even still there anymore? I do have it.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Okay. See, okay, I need a couple. Oh man. See, I only have one active for left guard,
The Browns are
center,
now on
right
the
guard, and right tackle, and defensive tackle. That's 5 more rounds of defense, basically, and a center. Well, left guard and right guard, but like basically nobody but. I'm really shocked that
The Saints are now on the clock.
DT. That's not what I needed, is it? Or is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Pick Jordan Davis next. Hopefully Mac Jones is still there a little later. I might pick him for an extra quarterback because I can always use a quarterback. But so much for Trevor. I don't know where Trevor
The
Lawrence
Eagles
went,
are now on
and
the clock.
or Justin Fields. Like I don't know. I know there's a way because I did it before. There's definitely a way.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Here's the number 1, the final pick of the draft of round 1. The Super Bowl
The
champions
Dolphins are now on
take
the clock.
Alex Leatherwood, left tackle from Alabama. Great. They got somebody from Alabama. Like they didn't have a tough enough freaking team, Now we got somebody from Alabama. Okay. Well, since I won the division,
The Vikings.
oh no, the
are now
Chargers
on the clock.
didn't. So I don't think I'm. No, I faced them their division last season, and I'm not gonna because they did not win the division. They were a wild card team. So I do not face them this season. I didn't even see what the schedule is gonna be for this coming season either. But if I'm not mistaken, like I said, I think I'm facing Chris this season. I shouldn't be facing Brandon because I just faced their division last season. And we didn't finish in the same place in our division, so I don't face him that way. So I don't think I'm facing Brandon this season.
The Colts are now on the clock.
Who are my division rivals going to pick here? I still want to know how to look at who picked who. Brandon is on the board after the Rams coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 more picks. Brandon, you are up in 5 more picks. Mac Jones is still there.
The Texans are now on the clock.
Oh, yikes. That's the only... No, are you kidding me? Oh, there goes my defensive tackle that I was about to pick. He's gone.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Okay, well now I need to start looking. 3 picks, you're up, Brandon. 3 more picks. You... After the Falcons, you have the Jaguars, Rams, and then you.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Jaguars are up. 2 picks away. Oh, man. It's bugging me. Can't figure this out.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Oh, that's my drafted. That's why. I swear there was a way of looking at the entire draft order. I think, well, you can look at it at the end, right? But I want to know where everybody went. Like Trevor Lawrence,
Chiefs are now on the
Fields,
clock.
and here you are, Brandon. You are up. Pick number 10 of round 2. Who is Brandon going to pick here for this upcoming 2023 season here in round 2? Cardinals are next on the clock after Brandon's pick. I think after the second round, I think all the rounds are 1 minute, if I'm not mistaken, each pick. I think. I could be wrong, but it's gotta be
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
Travis Etienne. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce that name, but we'll go with that. Travis Etienne from Clemson. Clemson's always a good team to pick players from. They always have a lot of good players as well
The
as
Giants
Alabama.
are now on the clock.
LSU is another one that's usually got a bunch of good players, but not this past season. Trey Smith for the Cardinals. Giants on the clock.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Najee Harris. They got Najee Harris. I didn't even notice his in there. Okay, well.
The Jets are now on the clock.
Oh, he cannot hear me. Jeez, I've been announcing it, and I better text him from now on. I thought he can hear me because he was laughing at my Tom Brady comments, but I better just start texting him. A couple picks before, so.
The Bills are now on the clock.
I gotta be coming up soon here. I think I'm close to where the Bengals are. Because I lost in the first round, just like the Seahawks, Bears, and Eagles did. Bengals. Did I follow the Bengals, or was there one other team in there?
The Ravens are now
The
on
Raiders,
the
yep. I follow the Raiders. So I'm after the Raiders. So I gotta start looking around because we're getting close. Mac Jones is still there. Wow, 3 semi-top quarterbacks over here.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
So many good players are gone already, and I only picked once. Oh, God.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
All right, is there a left guard? Oof, I didn't do any of them. Oh boy, 5th round. I'm in trouble. Center, we got a 3rd round pick here.
The Bears are now on the clock.
Right guard. From Alabama. You know what? Anybody from Alabama is usually pretty good. Jack Anderson from Texas A&M. But
The Eagles are now on the clock.
right tackle. 2nd
The
round.
Bengals are now on the clock.
Bengals are on the clock. Defensive tackle.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
I'm up next. What the hell? Did I really lose the ones I just been adding?
The Titans are now on the clock.
Oh my god. Alright, we're getting Darius Stills from West Virginia.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
I reached again. Well, you know, there's only certain positions I can get, or I'm trying to get, and that's the best one available for that position. What do you want me to say? Can't help it.
The Packers are now on the
I
clock.
cannot help it. No, actually, I'm in the 3rd season, like 4th season, right? If you think about it,
The Patriots are now on the
I'm
clock.
coming from 2020 season. was my first season, even though I only played 3 games because I was still in the face of the franchise then. Then the whole 2021, the whole 2022, you'd think there would be a relocation team by now. But I can't remember if the new relocation team was in the draft order or was it done after the draft. That part I can't remember when it happened to me. That one and only time it happened, I think it was back in Madden 17 or 18. Because 19 to 20, I never played long enough to... I played a season long enough to get to the relocation team. I don't believe. And even if I did, I don't think I had it set right for it. Because I think Madden 19, we played like 4 seasons close to it. Because we had me, Brandon, Chris, and Deanna for that one. But I don't think the relocation was set up right. Or it wasn't working. Or it didn't go through. But I think it's completely random. I mean, it might not be the 3rd season every time. But I would like, I really want to see that happen soon with the relocations. So hopefully it'll happen. We're still around here. I never went and got my beer yet. What a shame.
The 49ers are now
I got time. I'm going to do that. I'll be right back.
The Chargers are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock.
Beer.
The Lions are now on the clock.
What did I hit?
The Colts are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. Texans are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Is it only a minute? I didn't notice.
The Cardinals.
Oh, a minute and a half. It's Drake Jackson. Oh, that was the other person. Another person I was looking at. Brandon. Was it? Maybe it wasn't. I don't remember now. Once I see.
The Giants are now on the clock.
Yeah, I'm like another 10 picks away, I think. I'm pick number 24, so 12 picks away. I can't wait to see where Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields and stuff went. I'm curious. Watch, Chris probably got one of them after Tom Brady retired. His team probably grabbed one of them. It very well could have happened with, the way that went there. That very well could have been it. Yep, that very well could be it. I don't know.
The Bills are now on the clock.
I'm 2 more picks after the Bengals there, so.
The Ravens are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock.
Better start paying attention. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? One pick, one active. I don't need anybody on defense right now. I got people. I got the people. Still need a left guard.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
Ugh. Not really any good guys left. I mean, I don't know. Left guard, center.
The Bengals are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock.
I'm up next. Vrabel. Wonder if he's related. Huh.
The Titans are now on the clock.
Whoops. Wait. The best, let's get another center. We're doing it. Jarrett Patterson.
The Steelers are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock.
We're almost coming to the end of round 3.
The 49ers are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock.
After this fourth round, I'll probably just sim to our picks.
The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Randy, go.
The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock.
Isn't users only and all users only the same thing? It's on normal, so I'm guessing it would happen. It should be normal means they should relocate anytime, right?
Are now on the clock.
But what is everyone? It's kind of confusing. Obviously, this is users only can relocate, not the AI. But I want the AI too. Which means everyone is at all the teams can relocate. But why? What's the difference between that and normal? It's confusing.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
I have it on normal.
The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of reaching today. All right, I got that already.
The Packers are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. Saints are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock.
Oops.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
All right. Advance to the next user pick.
The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock.
Selection. Oh, man. Oh. Of course I don't. Okay, this is not good. Right guard. See? This is... oh my god. I'm going to be reaching like crazy on this one. I mean... yikes.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
I think every single pick was a reach. Skip ahead in the draft. Go, Brandon, go.
The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. Steelers are now on the clock.
Whoa. What the heck just happened there?
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Oh, God. This is the final round? Yeah, this is round 7. Final round.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
I might trade away my pick. Let's see, draft board.
The Giants are now on the clock.
I really did reach on every single pick.
The Panthers are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. Well, wait, looks like both rooms are feverishly back on the phones. I think that means a trade is coming. The Steelers are now on the clock.
Oh. I didn't want to hit that, but okay. Well, the draft is over. Back to the menu. What is it? Yeah, that's pretty neat because you can still see this. Of course, I can only see that 2022 season, though. I can't go back to 2021 when I won the Super Bowl. But, still, pretty neat. And I can view each year's Super Bowl from here on out. Wait, they didn't tell me. Draft recap. There we go. Come on. Trevor Lawrence, pick number 1. Dolphins grabbed Trevor Lawrence. Justin Fields is on the Detroit Lions. Trey Lance gone with the Falcons. Brandon grabs Jamar Chase from LSU. There's Jalen Waddle. Aha. The Ravens took my Devontae Smith on me. Najee Harris. Let's see something like. Mac Jones went in round 3 to the Houston Texans. I didn't even look ahead at the schedules yet, so let's see what our three teams hold for this coming season. Schedule-wise, let's check it out. Preseason, we have the Jets. I faced the Bears again, football team, and Falcons. Here we go, regular season time. Here we go, Colts. Starting off with a division game against the Colts. And, yep, we're playing the Panthers, which means I do have the Buccaneers division. I am playing Chris. We had an early Week 5 bye last season, but we don't even have a bye in the first 8 weeks here, so very late bye this year, looks like. 4 freaking road games in a row. Start off with 2 home games and 4 road games. Jaguars, Texans, Falcons, Ravens. And I faced the Patriots this year. Oh yeah, let's knock them out. Sunday night game too. So how about that? So versus the Colts and Panthers are 2 home games to start off the season, and at Jaguars and Texans. So we got 3 division games in the first 4 games of the season. And then we play the Texans again 3 weeks later at home. We finish off the Titans before the first half of the season is even over. And then at Patriots. Jesus Christ, look at that. We must have second half home games like crazy. Yeah, we got 4, 5, 6, 7 of my first 9 games are on the road. 7 of my first 10 games are on the road. Oh, I don't play Chris till week 17. Final week of the season is when I play Chris. How about that? Very, very last week of the season. Great way to head into the playoffs with. Facing each other, huh? Hopefully we don't come down to both of us needing a win to get in the playoffs because that's going to be a grueling matchup at that point. Hopefully, we're both kind of locked in the playoffs and we can just have fun. But we'll see what happens. But we have the bye week in week 9, and we have the Saints on the road, Browns on the road, home to the Steelers, home to the Jaguars, home to the Bengals, at the Colts, home to the Raiders, home to the Buccaneers. So that's my schedule. Let's go check Brandon's schedule. First, we'll look at the preseason. Panthers, Dolphins, Falcons, Jets. Regular season. Broncos, at the Vikings, at the Colts. He's got an early bye this year, week 4. And then at the Bears, home to the Chargers, home to the Packers, at the Broncos, home to the Raiders, home to the Dolphins, at the Raiders, faces the Raiders 2 times in 3 weeks, at the Jets, home to the Ravens, home to the Bills, home to the Lions, at Patriots, and finishes at Chargers. Chargers, the defending Super Bowl champions going into this season, so we'll see what happens with them. Now we'll go to preseason first. Let's check out the Buccaneers. That's right. The Buccaneers schedule here. And Chris has the Lions, Cowboys, Saints, and Steelers in preseason. Yeah, what if we faced in a preseason game? That would have been pretty neat. I never thought about that. Alright, so the Rams, first game out is the Rams and Jaguars, 2 home games to start his season also. And also 4 road games. He also has a week 4 bye, which means Brandon and Chris have week 4 off. Jesus, I dropped the controller and I started hitting things. So that means with Chris and Brandon both having the bye week in week 4, that if they both play week 3 before me, I could play week 3, go right ahead and play week 4, and then go right ahead and play week 5. I could play 3 games in a row if I want, if it all works out that way. I can literally play 3 games right in a row if it works out that way. Because I could always force it, because since I'm the commissioner, I can always force advance the bye week if I had to. Because obviously, they don't have to be there to hit advance for me, because I can just force advance it because I'm the commissioner and stuff. Where they would have to wait for, or if they would have to wait for me to advance it. Or they would have to wait for me to hit advance week if it was the other way around. Unless I put myself on, autopilot for the week. Skip 1 week. It'd be easier that way. Which I'll try to do after my game. Before my bye week, that is. So it's funny because he's got 4 road games in a row as well with a bye week in the middle. And then at Panthers, at Lions, at Falcons, home to the Saints, home to the Bears, home to the Colts. And then at Packers, home to the Panthers, at Saints, home to the Falcons, home to the Vikings, at Giants, and at Titans. Why does it say CPU for Tampa Bay now that I'm looking at it? That is weird. Because it just said Chris was... What? That is very, very weird. What? Why is it saying that right now? and actually doesn't say team name for him anymore. It did before. It said the Buccaneers. I remember seeing that. He changed it before the draft. So I'm so confused right now. Because he obviously changed it because it says character Tom Brady. Oh, you know why? Probably because he retired. Do you think that's why? Because he retired and Brady doesn't have a team right now. That might be why. It says that. Yeah, you know why? He chose a player, it looks like, not a coach like us. And his player's not on a team anymore. That's it then. That's definitely it. Yep, because he's got the character Tom Brady, which just retired, so he's not on a team anymore. That's why it switched to NFL. I didn't think about that because ours are coaches. So the coach stays with the team. Well, actually, if the coach retired too, I don't know what would happen, but if you pick coach, I think it stays with the team regardless, even if the coach retires. Where the player, it goes with the player. So he's going to have to I don't know, he's going to have to change that again because he's going to have to pick the Buccaneers. That's exactly why it did it, though. Because he's got Tom Brady there, but he doesn't have a team, and that's because Tom Brady just retired from the Buccaneers. So, hopefully he, I don't know if I should tell him. Okay, yeah, I don't know if I should tell him. But I told him the draft is going, so he should know to come on here. He'll notice when he comes on here anyway. We'll just have to figure something out. He'll just have to pick the team over again. He might just have to pick the coach. See? Yep. But that will be he should still, unless he doesn't want to pick him now that Tom Brady's retired. I don't know, but hopefully he does because I would end up facing him. But we'll see if he's still gonna stay with the Buccaneers when he finds out Tom Brady retired. That's up to him. But anyway. And since that's on normal, I might actually just see, normal might just be, it's probably the same as everyone, but I bet normal is a slower progression of relocation teams. I bet if it's on everyone, it might happen more often. I mean, I don't know, to be honest, exactly, but if I do check it. See, it's on normal. Choose to allow relocation for any team, turn it off, or have the game decide when the team can relocate. Well, I want the game to decide. Now, if I pick everyone... See, I want to know what the difference is for each one. I don't want users only. I don't want all users only. I don't want disabled. It's either normal or everyone. So hopefully we'd have a relocation team next week. mean, disabled would be nothing. Normal should be, when I'm going to choose everyone from now. I don't know. Because I want a relocation team next season. I would like to see one happen. Now, one more thing I want to do before we move on is where do I do the draft class again? Oh, I gotta do the scout player, I think. Oh, I'm not even in the preseason week yet. Okay. We're in the advanced week to the preseason week 1. Yeah, we could jump ahead 10 years too. I forgot about that. You can literally jump ahead 10 years and you'll definitely have some relocation teams. So preseason week 1. I don't even see that. Well, I don't know what's going on tonight. I don't know if Brandon's getting on or... Are you there, Brandon, still, or... What's going on? I don't know what we're doing tonight. I don't see any sign of life from Deanna, so... I don't think the ARC server's starting tonight. Did I really want my preseason game against the Jets? I'd rather play somebody better. Which I'd rather play the Bears, but unfortunately, Chris wants to play all 4 preseasons. And I don't want to skip a week to go to the Bears because I could face my old team again. Old team now, not last year's team. Now it's really, you could say, an old team. Now 2 seasons ago. I mean, I could just wait until he plays that and we can go to the week. But I kind of, if we have nothing going on, I kind of would like to play a game right now. But although there is Flight Simulator and, actually I don't even know how that's going because I think I had to kind of re-download it. Since I moved it to the other SSD, it said update, 151 gigabyte update. I'm like, what? But I'm guessing it's because the game's not officially over there, even though it should have moved it. Yeah, it's not even close. It's only at 26 gigabytes out of 151. That is not even close. That's going to be going all night. So, I can't play Flight Simulator tonight. Planet Zoo is done updating. So, I had a lot of updates. The only one left now is... I had to update Planet Zoo. I had to update American Truck Simulator. I had to update Among Us. I had to update Hell Let Loose. And Flight Simulator is going still. And now the last game to update is Counter-Strike that I have downloaded. Oh, that was quick. That's done already. So, I haven't even checked if Arc needs an update over on Epic because I was going to get on Arc on PC. That's right, I can do Arc on PC. Although I don't think Chuck will be on right now. No, he's not on right now. He was last on an hour and 53 minutes ago. But I mean, I could still always get on and head down to Jerboa Island and check it out. But I was going to earlier, but I was caught up remaking my thumbnails and for ARC and all that, and plus, I don't know, I just didn't get, and plus I knew I was doing the NFL draft, so I didn't want to play nothing like ARC that I would be on for hours when I knew we were going to do the draft soon, so I was kind of in a pickle there, because I was about to get on around 8 something is when I thought about it, and I'm like, well, I don't know how late I'll be on to do the draft, because I don't want to start it too late, which I ended up, it would have been 2 hours, which would have been enough time to go down to Jerboa Island or not, but if Chuck was on, I would like to stay on a little longer with him, which he was on, so it was kind of like a do it and don't, I couldn't decide, so I didn't. But I ended up getting an Among Us for the first time in 6 months. Played that for an hour, and then we came over here to the NFL Draft, which is complete, and I don't want to bore you anymore. Last year's draft only took an hour and a half video, and we went through the entire draft. I didn't even sim it, so I don't know how I pulled that off. We might have simmed it towards the end. I'm not sure, but I'm just doing a lot of talking now. But I will be playing one preseason game. I usually like to do that every season, at least get one. I do like to get that one preseason game in, just to say I did a preseason game. And Brandon, it's possible Brandon might. Chris wants to play all 4. He said he wanted to play all 4. So I said, sure, you can do that. So and I said I'll probably do my usual one preseason game and sim the rest. So he wants to play all 4. So hopefully, if I just play the one, I could put me and Brandon both on autopilot if we just play one only each. Then I can put me and him on autopilot. That way Chris can go right through all the games right in a row. And we don't have to he don't have to wait for us to advance, you know. That way he can rip right through them and go right to week 1 and play his week 1 game also. And then we can get the season started right away. So that's why I kind of want me and Brandon to play. I would like to play week 1, but I don't really want to play the Jets. But, I mean, I already played the Bears. I have not played the Jets yet. I don't think. So, actually, I think I'm playing them this season. No, maybe not. No, what's the AFC division? I don't remember who it is, but anyway, I don't want to bore you too much. So I'm going to sign off for right now. I don't know what's going to happen next. Who knows? Maybe in 10, 15 minutes from now, if nothing's going on, maybe I will play I'll just play this week 1 preseason and call it a day and just sim the rest. We'll see what happens. But otherwise I don't know what to play right now. I don't know what to do right now. Oh yeah, there is Fall Guys actually. I could get on Fall Guys. Let me text Deanna. I mean, with ARC, it's funny because I'm like, it's kind of, it was kind of depressing, knowing how we spent a whole year and a month on that server. I've spent 90 videos on that Arc Paradise Vulgaro server. It's going to be kind of it was kind of sad and depressing knowing we were done with the map and that we're moving on to another map and stuff because of everything, all the memories at this map. I mean, consider the island was the first one I ever played on, but I didn't really know what I was doing back then when I played it. Literally, I learned the whole game on Vulgaro, so I mean, obviously I'm playing Ragnarok on PC with Chuck. I'm on Ragnarok, and over there was Vulgaro. those were the two biggest ones I've been playing. I only been on the island I only have 4 videos on the island, and it was just basically on the same spot the whole time. I never really went around. I never traveled back then, because we wouldn't even have our own server for that. We were just stuck on our, within a bubble of each other every time we were on, and we were on the same island pretty much the entire time. One time we traveled a little bit, but I don't remember even what it looked like. So it's kind of sad and depressing, but at the same time, it'll be kind of exciting. I'm kind of glad to move on to a new map at the same time, just to do something, explore something different, because I know where everything was. We had everything done, so now we can basically have stuff to do again, and we can go from there. So hopefully tomorrow, at least, I was hoping, me and Brandon were kind of hoping maybe tonight, but tomorrow, hopefully by the latest, we could start the next server real soon, within maybe tomorrow, because the Easter event's still going. It just started a couple days ago, so we still have another week and a half, almost 2 weeks of the Easter event to go through, and I'd rather have the new server. We could start fresh with the Easter event also, so that's why I also want to get this started now. I don't know when the exact date it ends is, but that's why I'm going to be on PC quite a bit also. I wanted to get on the PC arc to do this, to get some Jerboas and stuff also. So that's why I was almost going to get on earlier. Tomorrow I might make a opportunity on the PC, and hopefully we start on there also. So I'll be on both arcs maybe tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see what happens though. But the weekend too is a good time to start the server, because we got a lot to do still with Ark Paradise, because we got to go to Ark Paradise and get the stuff we were going to keep and figure out how to transport it over, and we got a lot to do before we even really kind of start the map. So it'll be kind of like a transition video, I guess you could say. But anyway, I was going to sign off before, and I got to keep talking. So we'll see you in a little bit, probably with something. I'm guessing I'll find something to play. I don't know. We'll see what it is, though. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. So we'll possibly see you in a little bit. If not, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching the NFL Draft of 2023. So we'll see you here for first preseason game, and getting ready to start 2023 here in Madden.